Well, hello out there. Where's my comment? There. Okay, that's weird. Show comments on stage. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about that. Man, oh man. Well, I'll wait till a few people shuffle in, and then I'll tell you why we're not doing a live stream from the front porch. I kind of gave it away in the live stream description area. But yeah. It's always quiet out here in the valley. At least for now, anyway. All the cats seem to be, they got their bellies full and they're all crashed out of sleep. I've got a little baby next to me and it's giving itself a bath, so it's going to be asleep. What's going on, Homestead Aquarius? Man, I've got an idea inspired by Homestead Aquarius and his redneck cooking shows that sometimes appear on Storms, Radios, and Cats. But I had an idea. I need to go up and get it somehow. Hey, he's chilling like a villain. Well, my gas grill, the elements in it have finally just rusted out. Last time I looked at it. I'm thinking I might bring it down here and convert it to like a what do they call them things? Dang it. Just first thing to go is your memory, right? A fire pit. That's it, yeah. Just because, I mean, the body of the thing is fine, but the elements have rusted out. You're not going to be putting gas through those. But I believe I could take them out, set them down, just toss them out, and then the bottom is open. So the only thing I might have to do with that is maybe get a grate and put that in the bottom. And then take it off of its stand. I won't need the stand anymore. Probably dig me out just a little bit of a trench to set it down into. And obviously this needs to be somewhere where I would be comfortable to set out and enjoy the fire and nature. But yeah, I can't see any other reason why I can't turn it into a fire pit. It'd be a heck of a fire pit. So yeah, I've been kind of thinking about that. Oh yeah, hillbilly cooking show. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, and I still have the grates that came with it. What you cook on. I could always keep those and get you a fire going and cook on it. There's no reason to fill a landfill with my no longer a gas grill, we could always just convert it over to a fire pit and, you know, cook in that thing if I had to. Ah, see, there you go. That's right. It's repurposing. These country boys know how to survive. Just need to get it down here. I believe if I take it apart, I could probably get by with just pulling, maybe carrying the top section of it. Might be a little bulky, but the rest of it could stay up there right as far as I'm concerned. But I can't see any use for the legs or the stand. And if I remember correctly, there's a shelf off to the right hand side of it. And I think that's attached to the main body. So there we go. There'd be a metal place to set stuff, you know. Set your beer down on it or your Pepsi or whatever, or water, you know. Hey, there's MKP. Welcome in. Yeah, the good old days of having a CV in the car when traveling. Yeah, yeah. Man, I've made so many of my friends over the years by traveling between Cincinnati and Cleveland. My family's mostly up in Cleveland, and I learned to know a lot of the truck drivers. They ran the same routes, and not just truck drivers, but the friends I knew in town and friends I knew back home, which I call Cleveland home. I was born there, but yeah, I made a lot of friends over the years. Lost quite a few. Just because of CB, I'd really like to be able to enjoy it out here, but we got some bozos that just they refuse to let the past go, and all they want to do is pick a fight, which is a shame, really. Yeah, and I was kind of hoping the wheels were still good on that thing, but on that grill, they're not. They were that cheap plastic. You give $279 for one of these gas grills. You expect the tires to be rubber. No, these things were hollow plastic. They were cheap. The wheels have disintegrated. Who knows? We could have a fire pit and grab a 12-volt battery and a CB, start chatting to the locals while we do a live stream. I know that's being done already. Quite a few are doing that right now. Uh, and it's fun to listen to them. Uh, Popcorn 913, he's got a live stream of his CB base station. It's on 24/7. I don't think it's ever been off. Maybe just to restart a new stream, but a dirty diaper. 21. Yeah, 21. Let's see, he's in the Carolinas, I believe. Um, let's see. Here's another one. Oh, Farpoint Farms. Yeah, Farpoint Farms, which he's another YouTuber. And, he's always buying radios up. He resells them on eBay or gives them away to somebody he knows pretty well. Good guy, though. Uh, I've not been able to make contact with him yet on the radio, but I would like to. Another one I'd like to make contact with, and it's going to be a stretch because I don't have any power to run, would be Kate over in the UK. And she's got one heck of a station. It just seemed like that woman. She talks Skip on a walkie-talkie. I kid you not. If you go to her channel, she's got a video she put out here just recently that she was on a walkie-talkie. I think it might have been an old Cherokee 40 channel walkie-talkie, and she was on there doing Skip. So it was pretty good. You couldn't do that here in the States. You wouldn't stand a chance against all these powerhouses. Excuse me. Never mind Channel 6. I don't know. That's got to be the longest running skit talking, splatter up and down the band channel there ever has been. Channel 6, a Super Bowl. If you're elite CBer, you can talk on Channel 6. Otherwise, don't even bother. But well, it is. I just can't believe they're still going strong. But yeah, let's see, 6-7 years ago, I stopped having a CB in a car. I don't have a car now, but I had replaced it with GMRS because of what I said earlier. That the people that want to cause problems in my area, it really is a shame. You just cannot enjoy AM at all. I've heard Skip on FM, which is good. I'm glad to see people are using it now and it's legal, which it never bothered me in the past. I always had Galaxy radios, Connex, Superstars, and they all had FM, AM sideband on them. I talked to some people in New Mexico on FM a long time ago, long before it was made legal. I think I talked to them for about 10 minutes. They had a group going, and I really didn't want to be like a nuisance from another state. So we exchanged our locations in 73 and all that good stuff. And then, I kind of just sit back and kept my beams parked. I had a quad, 2-element quad that was homemade. I just left it parked towards New Mexico, and I listened to those people talk for a good hour or so before the conditions changed, and I couldn't hear them anymore. That's what Homestead Aquarius needs. He needs him a CB base station over there. You get on there and carry on. It's a good way to pass the time. See, it says we have 4 viewers. Well, I can attest for 2 of them. somebody's in the bushes or the balcony or the basement, or don't be bashful. Well, got enough people in here. I could explain. I was going to do a live stream outside on my front porch. And I got, the laptop. Oh, hey, Janet. Janet Potter. Okay, it's cool. You can lurk. We like lurkers, just as long as they're friendly lurkers. Good to have you in our chat, though. Yeah, so the whole deal with the live stream from the front porch, it might still happen, just not tonight. I think I'm going to have to look around to see if I can find my extension cord, the heavy duty one, because there was no power outlet close enough to a window to run power out to my laptop and a light, because my laptop is a pretty good laptop except for the battery. And it's been like this ever since I bought it. It only lasts about an hour. Lucky if I get about an hour and a half on battery. And it's been like that since I bought it. So yeah, and I know my live streams never run just an hour unless I absolutely have to be somewhere or do something. I hardly ever let the live just, go for an hour and then say goodbye, because it's usually pretty good conversation. But yeah, there was no way to power the laptop. Although, no, I lied. Oh, wow. How smart am I? I have portable power. Are you kidding me? This must be a pre-senior moment I'm having right now. I've got an Opus 600, Exodus 600 portable solar generator, and I'm sitting there saying, I can't do a live outside because I don't have any power. Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe I fell for my own excuses. Oh, I just happened to glance over there while I was talking about not having an outlet, and I saw the Opus sitting there going, yeah, sir, but what about me over here, sir? I'll be darned. Well, that's how it goes. Yeah, there's a little taste of what to expect in the future. Oh, come on. You have got to be kidding. I cannot believe, I can't believe I did that. I totally outsmarted myself. I mean, really, I'm going to have to turn the camera on for this one. I mean, really, have the means. Definitely don't have the time to do it right now without having to restart the live. I mean, come on. Really? I could plug it in right now and still be online. My God. So it was, I could have had a V8 moments. Hey, there's South Florida sunshine, tropicals. Carol, how you doing, Carol? Coming in from the heat wave over here. What's up, Barry? Hey, Homestead. Hey, Janet. Yeah. I'm just having a moment, Carol. I'm just having a moment. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Hey, Andrew. Oh, welcome in, Andrew. Well, okay. Well, I know what to do next Sunday. No excuses this time. I mean, the only thing that might stop it could be rain. But yeah. Well, just wow. Just funny how that worked. I'm sitting there saying, well, yeah, I couldn't find any way to hook it up to, plug it into an outlet. And here I had portable outlet. All right. Oh no, Janet, I'm so sorry. That absolutely stinks right there. Not have AC. And I've got it, but it's on the other end of the house, so it doesn't really help a whole lot in this room. But I hope they're able to get it fixed. Eating fresh salmon berries. All right, Andrew. Sounds interesting. What's the wise man says: outsmart self and beat enemy. Hmm, that must be my own enemy then. Hmm, yeah, that's a problem that I faced here when I brought my air conditioner to window unit. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Robin Gardens. Um, yeah, mine. Well, mine won't shut off unless I go in there and cut it off, or mess with the dial just at the right spot. It'll kick on and off, but the fan still blows. But yeah, I mean, I found out the hard way that there was no window in this living room that I could put an air conditioner in because the windows behind the laptop is on a light switch, and you can't run an air conditioner off a light switch. So uh, yeah. Hey, there's our Shawnee Grows, and she is growing. She's growing her channel in leaps and bounds. Uh, oh, yeah. Hey, there's Tibor. Hey, Tibor, how's it going? Y'all remember when grocery stores had the automatic misters that would keep the like produce, I guess hydrated and fresh. When I was a kid, I got myself in a lot of trouble because I kept sticking my head under there, just because it that spray felt good. But I was walking around the house, walking around the grocery store with a wet head. My mom fussed at me. She said, it's a good thing that it sprays often because you're just getting all your cooties all over the food that people have to eat. Was looking at it now, she had a good point, but it was still kind of funny to me because kids just think that kind of stuff is funny. But now, I don't think I've seen any grocery stores here, not even Walmart. I don't think they even use those sprayers anymore. I saw a couple use a hand sprayer. I don't think they even do that anymore. Yeah, Shawnee had some storms go through there. That poor corn, that poor popcorn of hers. Just as soon as she tried to, you know, uh, save it from the first round of storms, another one came right through it, knocked it the opposite direction. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Yeah, doing the wave. Corn's doing the wave. I hope it doesn't hurt it. And well, you did say it had tassels on it, so it won't be long. It'll hopefully it'll bounce back and produce for you. I flew the drone this evening. Got a pretty sunset out of it. And, came in. It was uh, 9. I think it was 10 after 9. I watched a little bit of Shell Chronicles on. I watched her live stream before I came over here. Yeah, I haven't really. I didn't take any time out to download the footage off the drone, so I guess I'll do that after the live. I don't want to attempt it right now while I'm live because my computer will protest. Uh, hey, there's Pastor McQuaddy. Good evening, Pastor McQuaddy. She's encouraging everyone to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I've got a few friends that don't even mention that, and as a matter of fact, they don't even. For the most part, I've never seen anyone use the thumbs up on their channel. So I promote it, and I'll go in there. I'll give it a thumbs up if I'm the only one giving it a thumbs up. But they don't realize it really helps the channel. I can't figure out uh, why they don't encourage that. Because the algorithm realizes that you're getting a response from your audience, and that helps with the count. Now it's a small count. It's a small percentage of your viewing time or whatnot, but it really does help. So if you're having a live stream, I encourage you to reach out to your audience and say, hey, and I'm not begging for a like. You do what you want to. But I think that channels need to kind of promote that a little bit and really help them grow. Homestead Aquarius needs the secret ways of the Shawnee. Yeah, yeah, yep. It helps either way. It helps. Just you know, even negative or good comments about your content, that helps too. I'll remember that. I will. I will remember that. And then when I see one disappear, I'm gonna go, oh yeah, I know that was Homestead Aquarius. Or run to his channel and give him a thumbs up, and then take it away, give him a thumbs down. Oh, I would do that. Would definitely give you a thumbs up though. Actually, I mean, are we? We should really be glad that there isn't a fingers up. Oh, where is she? Yeah, well, actually, I think that's an option. It's not a. I think it's an emoji, but I don't know if they took it away or not. It used to be finger used to be emoji here. You sure it's a real crow? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's a possibility that it could be saved. I've seen corn get knocked down before, and if it didn't break at the bottom where the roots are, it. I mean, I've seen it pop back up again. It just took a day or two for the sun to bring it back up. Um, I don't know. Oh, okay, it flies. All right, so it's not one of those plastic ones. Okay. Yeah, I don't. I had the worst luck out of corn up at the other place. One up behind me here. Every time it looked like it was doing good. Something. It was mostly bad weather coming through. We get, believe it or not, here in the valley, we get those straight line winds and sudden downpours and things like that. And that's that's what killed my last. I had popcorn and it was doing really well. It wouldn't have been long before it started to produce, and I I originally thought that raccoons got it because I had a family of raccoons that would visit me at the back door, and at the back door is where the garden was. But no, this was right in the middle. of the stalk, and the wind is definitely taking it out. So I might be more sheltered here. Depends which way the wind comes from. Comes out of the west, I would be sheltered if I was to plant the garden, um, or the corn closer to my front yard, because there's a pond that is surrounded by trees, and there's a lot more trees this year than what there was in the past. So they would block the wind off, I think, and the corn would still get sunlight. I think around sunset would be the only time it wouldn't get any sun. It would be in the shadow of the trees. See, one of the cats has woke up. She's smart, and she waits till everybody's asleep, and that's when she decides to get her dinner. Smart kitty. Yeah, well, speaking of groundhog, my friend Eugene said he saw a fox the other day, side of the road. It was eating something that looked like it might possibly have been a cat. Oh, good. Wait, were you affected by? You weren't affected by the power outage, were you, Shawnee? This time around, I can't remember. You know, if you were on. Yeah, well, maybe foxes are part. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. Yeah, okay. I mean, I knew that you had backup power, but I don't know why I just didn't think to ask if. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. Depends on what kind of cougar we're talking about. It's just two-legged cougars kind of scare me. Oh, wait a minute. Blew up the microwave. I thought I was the only one that had that trouble. Do tell. Four leggers are less dangerous. Yeah, and there we go. That's another thing that's stopping me. I'm afraid my tomatoes are going to go bad before I get a chance to do this. I may have to do this like tonight after the live. Make my spaghetti sauce, because they're not going to last forever. Even if they're in the fridge, it won't last forever. But the house is pretty comfortable right now. Uh, as I flew the drone against the recommendation of the drone app. Uh, the drone app said it was too hot to fly, which it probably was. It was about 82 and felt like 85, which is not good for the lithium ion batteries in those drones. I flew it, but I tried to make my flight as short as possible, so I still have time on the battery. I can still fly for another 10, 15 minutes maybe. But it it was still pretty humid and kind of warm around 9 o'clock. So by then the sun had already gone down. We were past civil twilight by then, and it was still muggy out there. I'm not sure what it's like now. I'm sure it's still uncomfortable. See what the weather says real quick. Uh, might work if I turned the internet back on my phone. 72, 72%. That's my battery. Well, it's not loading. Interesting. Okay, currently in central Kentucky, it's 78 degrees. Feel like temperature 78. It was 82 when I was flying the drone. Felt like 85. And yes, the drone was kind of warm. Uh, I like to roast in the oven with the garlic and onions, then put them in a colander. Drain off the water. Save the water for making rice. Yeah, absolutely. Probably from working out. So the only thing that I could think that would make you sick from working outside would be if it's too freaking hot. You're not taking any breaks, not staying hydrated. But uh, yeah, I have felt kind of puny lately, and I just think either oh, excuse me. So I'm trying to eat healthier. I think my body's trying to detox, and I think this is my opinion, not a medical one. Yeah, I think my body's just trying to adjust. It's like, where's all the chemicals? Where's all the garbage? But yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with the tomatoes probably tonight. So I'm gonna have to get a stock pot too. My last stock pot developed a hole in the bottom. We hid it so long. Yeah, or freeze it. That's an option too, Shiny. Yeah, I don't have any containers, so I'll have to get some Ziplocs. Yeah, what Yeah, because all I only have is a saucepan right now. Uh, I think it's like less than a quart saucepan, so it really wouldn't boil down enough. I may have to freeze them. It's like Shoddy. Shoddy just thinks of my house. She knows what uh, kitchen utensils and pots and pans I have and don't have. That's creepy, Shoddy. I'm just kidding. We had a rain. We had a rain earlier today. Came out of nowhere. Well, it came out of the sky, obviously, but literally just did not expect that. It was nice. It was a nice little rain for a while. Did not expect it, but that's great. I love that. I would like to see a little bit more. We're not quite where we should be for this time of year, but yeah, it rained for. I think it rained for an hour, so you can put down quite a bit of water in just 1 hour. Rain, and then the sun came out. That's when he immediately jumped away the hell up there. My garden, my little garden. I'm really enjoying the flowers, the wildflowers. I'm not really expecting much out of the tomato plant. I don't know if it's the heat or just not enough nourishment. I'm not sure, maybe both, but those tomatoes have been on there for weeks now, have not ripened. I'm, I'm real close to just putting it out of its misery. I kind of wished I put uh, my wildflowers. I kind of wished I ran them across the front of my yard and then put things I can eat in the tire garden because it just I don't know. I wish yeah I kind of wished I'd grown some stuff that I could eat. But Shawnee's still waiting for tomatoes to blush. Yeah, Tibor is saying they've had rain for about 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, well, it's great though. Either way, I know 20 minutes doesn't seem like much, but at least you got some rain. Uh, but yeah, we really need to catch up. Kentucky needs to catch up. I know for sure. Yeah, the hollyhock seeds. Uh, um, uh, uh, they're in the cabinet above the stove. They haven't made it in the ground. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible gardener. And I'm just going to have to put a whole lot of effort into it next spring. Just, uh, because I really would like to have a little bit more uh, privacy as far as my front yard goes. Uh, for the most part, my front yard is sheltered from the road, and the road starts to dip down low. So you have to kind of look up from the road to, if you're in a car passing by. But I would like to have flowers just from one end of the yard to the other end, right there at the edge of the right at the edge of the yard where it's right above the ditch there. Hollyhocks would be perfect for that because they grow so tall. They grow fast. All the hollyhocks I've ever dealt with grew pretty fast. So. But yeah, they're the well established hollyhocks are still in the corner of the property at the top of the hill. So thank God they haven't been messed with. There's pink, purple, and white hollyhocks up there. So not only are they, pretty to look at, they make really nice privacy edges, walls, things like that. Well, yeah, these actually, I'm not sure. I can't remember if they're something we brought over years ago, or if maybe Kentucky Goblin or his wife planted them there. But then and they're right there next to the pink rose bush that's up there. So my pink rose that the rose cutting that I brought down here. Sadly, it didn't make it. It was looking so good. I was feeding it, and it just didn't make it. It started to put on little tiny leaves, and the next time I checked on it, it was just a brown stick. So I'm not sure what's going on. Me and Goblin's wife have tried to get. She might have succeeded. I can't remember if she succeeded or not, but we've been trying to get roses off of that, to start our own rose bush, pink rose bush, but we have had no luck whatsoever. At least I've not. But I was able to save the one at the edge of the driveway. So that's a plus. And here's the most knowledgeable gardener in the entire world. Don't
No,
you? Don't.
no.
I hear something rattling.
We're,
What is
we
that? What is that
I
rattling?
just provide people connections between information, research, knowledge, and themselves. I don't know it all. Okay, okay.
Which you're really good at what you do, Shawnee.
Oh, check this
Um.
out. So I have this yellow tomato. Now,
Oh.
oh geez, there's another ant. Hold on. So normally I grow lemon boy, which might be what this is. It does have stress stuff on it, and like the top doesn't.
Yeah.
The cat is in the dollhouse. It doesn't look super great. I like growing the yellow tomatoes for my husband, as we all know. Most of us know here, because there's 10 here. Hi, all 10 of you. There's less acid in the yellow ones, and my husband has a GERD. And it's like I thought I was getting the cucumbers. And then I was sending my son to get the cucumbers, and he was saying he got them all. And then I go there and I find a really long one, and then I have a
Wow.
whole, like the plastic grocery bags. I
Hmm.
filled one of those today with just the ones that I brought home. The other ones got way too big, and I just threw it to the compost. But,
Yeah.
they were hiding in there, you know?
Turbo, you're something else. You know
Is
that?
are you
It's so cute. Oh,
gonna possibly multitask. Hi, Duncan, while I'm up here.
hey,
So
Duncan.
don't take offense to that.
I'm so
I'm
offended.
just you just need all the attention. No, I'm probably gonna look at a book and do a thing on the internet. And yeah, winter is the best time to plan, and then completely ignore that plan in the spring.
Yeah, exactly. Which is something I would probably do, just not intentionally. I have good intentions, but for some reason, those, what, 4 months, 3 or 4 months that pass by, I forget all that stuff. Oh, what was I going to do with these seeds? Oh, let's just put them up there in the cabinet above the stove. It's exactly what I did with the hollyhocks. I just stuck them
Mm.
up there. They're not even in a bag. They're just like over in the corner in the cabinet.
I haven't even made a seed list. What month do I normally make a seed list? I know I usually order them in November.
You probably like
Prob-
January and February start thinking about seeds because that's when everyone else is doing it.
No, I have them by Christmas time.
Uh,
I already have them bought. That leaves room for extras if I find more that I need to buy in January, February.
right, yeah. Oh, and there's another thing I didn't do.
Hmm.
I didn't just take the styrofoam container with all the seeds in it. I didn't take all the seed packets out and just dump the loose seeds out. I'm a horrible gardener. Oh well, I got some wildflowers out of it.
Yeah.
I got strawberries. I got strawberries. I saved my strawberries.
Yeah, I heard the rose. Why is this uneven? Didn't make it.
Yeah, I don't know. We've had trouble getting stuff to grow off of that bush. I don't know what the deal is.
Seed dumps are really fun, Carol.
See, it's interesting because she's able to garden now, where
Yeah,
some of us are already thinking we're done.
her season is just starting for a lot of stuff, which we
I
will
mean,
talk about in the fall garden live stream coming soon on Shawnee Grows. Make sure you're subscribed so you can be
yeah,
notified for that live stream. But anyways, go ahead, Barry.
absolutely. What she said times 100. Yeah, I mean, yeah, which I've never really done like fall gardening. Uh, I don't know. I might try it next year. I don't know, but I've always just had that spring through summer grow thing going on. I get that from mom.
It's a different
So
mindset to have a fall garden, different set of food.
yeah. Well, is it going to be anything that I'm actually going to use too? That's something I have to consider.
Or if it stores
Yeah,
nicely.
finding a place to store it around here where it's not affected by cats.
Oh, right. Yeah. Totes with lids, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I just cannot believe I'm frozen. My camera's frozen.
Oh, sorry. What?
Yeah,
I don't know
Cam.
how to.
Let me
I
see if I
see that.
can. Oh, your browser has lost connection to your camera raw. Okay, well, let me
Pull it out, put it in.
I'm gonna plug it into the fast USB port, which usually helps a lot. Uh, would be lost without this adapter that has four extra USB ports.
Do you have any canning books, Barry?
No, I don't.
This is the first book I started with. So it's
Oh,
jams, jellies, pickles, water. You're extra close there, sir. Um, what was I saying? Water bath canning. This is what I started with. So there's a lot of like loose paper. Well, you can't even see what I'm like notebook papers of things that have just happened over the years. That was my first book, and then I got this one, and it's so ugly. I mean, just awful to read. Look at how boring that is.
what,
Boring,
what is that?
boring.
Atomic science?
It's just so not okay for my brain. Even my curriculums, when I'm picking curriculums, they have to be something that I want to open and read from to teach. And then this
Yeah.
one is a little bit more into more than
Oh
just
yeah.
water bath canning. So, Robin, I'd love to hear what books you have for preserving. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip through. Yes, Janet, it's just terrible. Agricultural information. I mean, I guess that's a picture. Look at that. Boring. I can't read it. I can't look at it. It's just, I don't even have this. I should donate this.
Do
You
you
haven't
have?
gone in 3. Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to ask if anyone has Robin's contact information. If you want to send her tonight's link, you can. If she wants to come up, if not, that's okay. Um,
Is it on our channel?
I said can't do it.
Go to channel. How does Maureen talk to her? View
Don't you
email.
know?
I'm not a robot.
I forgot
Okay,
to.
I have it. I'll pull give a senator. Let's see, copy.
I forget that Diva sends me, an email with the link,
Sure. You forget?
and then I'm like last minute, I'm going, all right, Gmail, yes, let me go check Gmail. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Diva, but that's just how my brain works. Uh,
Oh, my
email.
phone's in the other room. I gotta go get my phone to do this. Oh, she's in
Okay.
her PJs. Okay, maybe I won't
Oh,
go then.
okay. No, that's
Okay.
fine. You're good.
I won't go get my phone, but I do have your email now, Robin, so maybe I'll just say hey for fun.
Just so you know, Robin, in the future, the invitation is always open.
Oh, here, I forgot. We can do this. Where is it? This one. She goes, I have the same ball blue book. It's the gold standard. Yeah, exactly. And this was the one I was starting to say, nice. Pat on the back, man. 3 weeks.
Let's see. Oh yeah, every time I disconnect the camera, I have to remember to. There's the menu that pops up on the screen on the camera, and you have to choose PC cam.
Oh yeah, you showed me that one day.
Yeah,
Hmm.
duh, Barry. It's right up there with the portable power supply I could have used to be on the porch tonight. But is it going to? Oh, come on. Really?
Pickled. Does anybody pickle grape tomatoes in the chat? Or ferment grape tomatoes? That's another way.
All right.
She's getting shaky.
Ah!
The end of season sales, Robin.
Yeah.
Get the couple of herb seed packets for 75% off, what does this one
Camera
say?
provider.
It
I
sends you
want to
all
see my.
over in my one ball blue book for one recipe. Like it's not organized nicely. Hmm. So I went to the garden without my kids to go
Yeah.
look at a house was the reason to go look at a house, but it turned into, hey, can you reset the clock on my stove and my microwave, and can you help me figure out why the channel whatever doesn't work, and hey, do you know how to I'm like, okay, we can do
Oh,
this. I can do all that, yes. Neat. I had to learn how to start the truck because it's not there's no key, so I learned that today. But I
oh,
didn't
yeah.
get to drive the tractor. That's what we're supposed to be teaching me. The tractor I drove was for the city, not this one. So I have to just learn. Every tractor is different.
Oh, it's probably got a PTO. So you got
He's got all
to.
kinds of levers and buttons. The one I
Yeah,
drove
it's
for the
kind of like
city
a.
had a PTO, but the that was just in the back, and then this one has all the attachments for the front. So I have to learn those levers. But it's the
As
like
far as.
hydrostatic clutch or whatever. It's easy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
John Deere had that
it's John Deere. Yeah,
kind of like a clutch kind of thing that you let up off of it.
it's
Forward. Which
I don't know.
yeah, you put it in gear and then let up off of it and start moving.
Yeah, it's like I need to know how to use the bucket, and then
Yeah,
the tiller would be nice.
combines those were fun to learn.
So when I drove combine, it was the old basic still. It didn't have TVs in it. Have you seen them lately, Barry? Have you been in a cab of a it's bad. I mean,
Like how do
just
you get your job done if you're staring at this, you know?
there's no longer let me put this down. There's no longer this when you farm in the new ones. It's
Yeah.
all GPS. So like you could go farm at 9 at night in the dark because you just type in what field you're in and it knows GPS satellite how to drive in the field based on because it was GPS planted.
What a
Anyways, the
crawfish.
the oh how many it was picking corn and I don't remember how many rows. It was little and it was a basic you can steer still and then you move the head up down and then watch where you're throwing your auger out when you unload. You don't hit a tree. But
Uh,
yeah.
what was the last one I drove? I think it was I want to say Massey Ferguson.
Okay.
I know it was red. And then I was just getting used to. I think it was a John Deere. I was just getting used to it, and then they were like, "Oh, we don't need you anymore." And I was like, "Okay," which I didn't do anything wrong. It was just there was a change um, in the family. Somebody
Okay.
new took over, and they
Mine
were just like,
was did you ever do beans?
just corn and
Okay. Yeah.
soy.
Tibor, I'm looking at the books because I kind of need to make a plan. I'm going to have peppers, I'm going to have tomatoes, and I don't really know what I'm doing with them. Now, this isn't my first rodeo or anything, but um people
Yeehaw!
people aren't wanting to buy the stuff where we usually sell it. There's been some change of people there and I'm not really interested in hunting down a market at this point. And so there's things I've done in the past that we tried with preserving and we don't want to do it again. So I'm kind of looking at some inspiration. Oh, yeah, Homestead Aquarius. So it's the satellite is four circles on top of a metal building and I downloaded an app to have it hold like this and point to where the tower is within 40 miles, 70 miles, whatever, because we're trying to get certain channels in and we didn't want to get a tool out to unbolt to pivot it. So we just scanned with what we could because the windstorm busted it. There's no internet at the garden, so it's old school antenna on the building. So that's another day's project. Did you answer where was Randall?
Yeah, I meant to answer that. He is probably at church,
Okay.
although it's 10:41. I'd say he's probably at home already. Uh,
I'd message him, but my phone's charging in the other room. Bread and butter pickles. So I don't really know if I can eat a bread and butter pickle. I'm a dill pickle.
me
Let's see
too.
here. Dill pickles. Where's pickles?
Prepared thriving homestead. Good evening. I'm
This one?
gonna figure this out.
You
Yes,
didn't say that right.
I know I did because I'm too far away from the computer.
Prepared Thriving Wellness Family. Welcome to the live stream.
Trying to read tiny print from too far away. I'm old. I'm pre-senior.
Oh, Carol, we could have a whole conversation very in depth about this topic that you just
Yeah,
brought up here with what we were discussing. Because for real, exactly. Hello. Generations of farmers aren't going to know how to actually do it the way we've done it for hundreds of years, you know?
yeah. That. Yep. It's sadly that is what we're moving towards.
Yeah,
But we're not. We're
when the
not.
newer models break down, like
Yeah.
for any reason, if it stops working, there's no longer like get your toolbox. It's call the John Deere tech and he brings his laptop and plugs it into the tractor. That's where we're at now.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I don't know what I said that was cool, but thanks.
So yeah, sorry, prepared thriving wellness family. If I got your name wrong, I was reading, but too far away.
Robin, I don't like salsa actually.
Oh,
I know.
oh, oh,
So I used to water bath canned salsa and I just don't have a use for it. I love fresh salsa.
oh,
Like,
yes.
there's a Mexican restaurant that I get fresh salsa at, and will I make fresh salsa? Of course, but I don't like when it's preserved.
Okay. Okay, we're cool. I thought you didn't like it at all. At all.
I
I was
will
just
eat
like,
it in
I don't know
with
her. I
fresh.
talk to that.
Yeah, I
No,
just
you're
have
right.
no
Fresh,
reason
fresh
to.
is the bomb. Absolutely. No. Uh, yeah, I think I have UFOs too, Aquarius. But
Did I tell you the UFO story? Were you in the conversation when I? No, you weren't, Barry. Should I tell you the UFO
yeah,
story?
tell me.
Okay.
I'm gonna clear my nose here, so I'll turn the mic
Okay.
off. For a minute.
Oh, there's pickled. Pickled. I was looking for pickles. There, up there. That took me forever to find. Okay. Somebody went to the bank on a Saturday and walked into the bank because the drive-through window doesn't match the window of the vehicle, which I have the same problem in my van. I have to go inside, and it stunk in there. Just so we're getting a taste of what we're experiencing. It stunk like BO with two men in there. And this person goes to the teller to try and cash a check, was the task we're at. One guy drops cash on the floor. And so, hey, buddy, you dropped cash on the floor, right? Second guy turns around and is like, hey, this was the day, like, of the storm. That morning, the storm happened, and then the bank trip was that same day. Did you hear? There's a UFO. They got him. It landed at the airport. It's finally came down. They had 8 people in white suits all come out. We're doing radiation checks. That's why there was a flash of light in the sky and we got all these winds. It was the UFO landing. It was like, okay. Like, do you just
Um,
walk out to your truck and just wait for them to get out, or do you continue to try and cash your check at that point? Like,
what was he smoking before he
so
got into the bank?
I go, are you gonna go to the airport and check it out? And they were just busted out laughing.
Oh, that just yeah. I guess I probably had been a bit of a smart ass, but this is me.
So, Robin, all my picklers I'm not catching in time, and they're the size of my fist. Like, I wanted baby dills, but I keep not getting them. And then all of a sudden they're massive.
Yeah,
Right on, Duncan.
they lose a lot of flavor when they get too big. I just don't.
Right. Yeah, and I don't care. I can't even juice that. Tibor, absolutely. My vehicle is a 95, and then my husband has a 86, but then he has a hmm, what's that one? 0205? That's the newest that we have. And it's got like almost 300,000 miles on it. Tibor, no, you have a conversation with him. Milk him for all what he knows. I know, like, what did you have for breakfast, dude? Okay. I did check the airport data because most airports, if you guys don't know, you can go in there and see at what time of what day the temperature and wind speed was.
Hmm.
So I did it for the day of the storm, and there, because that's not where the garden is, they only had 40-mile-an-hour winds, and there's no way only 40 miles an hour hit our garden site. So I still don't know. Barry, did you see this?
Yeah, the link. Well, he knows where the link is.
Oh, he's okay.
It's in the
He's got it. Okay. I'll go back to my
YouTuber.
books then. Yeah, I'm just really concerned about the peppers.
The peppers.
Yeah, like I think like Robin, was it yesterday? I think
No,
it was
wait.
yesterday. We were talking about smoking them and drying them.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant growing wise. I was like, what did I
Oh
see in your
no,
video? Because you were busting with peppers, girl.
there's a good year of peppers happening. I know.
That is nice. I was just like, oh my god, I wish you could grow that much. They were beautiful looking peppers. I mean, just nom nom nom.
Robin, that's a good point. I can use the good parts. Yeah. I know, and then I reminded him that it was a full moon. He shook his head at me. The person that told me the story. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. That scared me.
I'm
Oh, who's an
sorry. What?
Aquarius
Oh, the
at
eye?
the door? No, the noise. Ping.
Oh, the bloop.
Because it's like
Yeah.
in your ear. You-
Welcome to the stage, Homestead Aquarius.
Yeah, that's the fastest I've ever scared a woman, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, new world record, everybody. Did you hear?
All right. Oh, man. Hey, y'all, this is weird, but, what I'm seeing out here is saucer shaped and they in a triangular formation. Let me show y'all real quick. They're going to be gone before long. I can tell you that. They don't stick around long.
You're
I
naughty.
see them over here. Look at that. They, this dang cameras. This camera's getting weird here. Look at that. It's a, oh, I got the left and the right mixed up.
Oh, they're little
Look
compared
at
to your
that.
hand.
Yeah, well, they're in the distance is what it is, but you can clearly see they're in a triangle. See that.
Oh, there's the side view.
Yeah, they're saucer shaped, kind of like, um, anyhow, I gotta go. I gotta,
there's there's not enough peanut butter.
well, there's many. This
Sorry,
fleet is
Shawnee.
not, this fleet's not all there was. There was a few more. Okay. Let
Yeah.
me, let me just jump down and go back to listening to Miss Shawnee,
I got
and
nothing
what
to
y'all are
say to you.
doing there.
What? I'm not gonna talk.
Well, you've been doing a good job. I'm
That's
just
just
showing up
mean,
as
says Duncan.
just showing up to have a little fun.
that one right there's out of formation.
It is.
Oh,
Dang
yeah. It
Mm,
needs. There you go.
there we go.
Oh, yeah.
That'll
Yeah,
teach it to get out of formation.
now it's split off. It's
Yeah, broke into another piece. I gotta
it
go.
disappeared into a mountain.
I gotta go and try to get some like footage and keep watching these things so that nothing happens. You know, I keep everybody safe.
Robin
Yeah.
has a question for Homestead Aquarius.
Uh
Do you eat anything green?
oh.
Uh-oh. He's
Um.
got to think about that.
Only on accident. You know, I have impacted the grass. You know, the lawn a few times,
Do you
and
eat peas?
I love sweet peas.
Peas, all right, that's
Yeah.
green.
Yeah, I eat a couple of things like that, but no, not generally. I'm more carnivore and peanut butter ore and vanilla wafer ore and definitely chicken ore. You know,
Yeah.
I prefer my greens to be processed through animals, through vegetarians. You know,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and then I just have the vegetarians. Yeah, typically, but yeah, it's off camera. Off camera, I eat lots of salad. Yeah, don't give me that look. You don't know.
I've been told my face does weird things without my control and knowledge.
Man, that was just instinctive. That was like gut level. You can't just hold that in. It had to come out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, I well, I'm gonna let's see. Yeah, this is a stick of butter. That butter and that chicken, it was good stuff. Now I had to stop myself from dipping more test pieces in that. Um, and the butter kind of overpowered the Italian seasoning a little bit. You know how sometimes oil will block out that flavor. I don't like the
Yeah.
camera thing. I go left, it goes right. I'm going to violate. We don't need that. Now listen, y'all. Now we
Southport
got.
Sunshine says, "Liar, you eat green what?"
I see what she's down there saying. It's a bunch of lies. I'm over here. I done had a big salad and with lots of like kale and stuff in it. Um, it was wonderful. And now I'm just having these vanilla wafers and peanut butter. And taking care of these little invading beasts here. Um, you know, exactly. We eat the vegetarians. The cows and all that. But have y'all seen? Okay, have y'all seen the squirrels? Okay, in Florida. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what. Every animal is looking for some protein where they can get it. But recently, there's squirrels in Florida, and I don't know if it's just one specific area or whatever, but they have turned almost full carnivore. They're out there running around eating other animals, stalking and eating other animals.
I did not hear of such a thing, Homestead
Hey,
Aquarius.
You check it out. I ain't lying.
Hello, Kentucky Goblin.
Toodaloo.
How you doing, young man?
Pretty good.
There you
How
go.
about you there? How about you, Homestead? How you doing?
I'm all right as long as I keep these flying saucers,
Oh, I see that.
off of me.
Look
We'll have
like
to deal with them.
Look like one of them's been damaged
It,
somewhat.
it has been damaged. I took one of them half out, but they tough.
Ah, boy, I tell you.
Yeah,
Look like it.
this is hillbilly life on a Sunday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Older hillbilly life on a Sunday night. Just eat vanilla
Mm-hmm.
wafers and peanut butter over here, like oh man. Oh God!
Oh, T-Bort.
I come out the gas station last night and I heard a little kid say, "Hey, old man." What? Do what? Do what? Oh, I think it was somebody that I know and their little brother. And but I'm definitely getting to that old man stage, and I ain't liking it. But I ain't liking running my mouth up here too much too. I need to keep my mouth, um, busy with
So,
stuff like this, so it
yeah,
keeps me out of trouble. You
this
know,
page right here says garlic jelly. Is that appetizing to anyone here in the chat or on the panel?
garlic jelly.
Garlic
That's
jelly.
just, I don't think so. And then this one
It
is a
was
little better. Red chili cherry jam.
Red
Maybe.
chili cherry jam.
Yeah, cayenne pepper, bell pepper, cherries.
well. I may take that back. That garlic jam might be useful.
Like a garlic bread night,
You can
you
spray it
think?
on stuff like that, whatever, and yeah, I can see that's useful.
Oh, look, there's a tip on it. It says serve garlic
No,
jelly with smoky bacon, cheddar cheese, toasted bread,
uh,
glazed
yeah. You see,
on
all you do is
chicken.
take it
Mm.
out of the jar, just smear it on whatever, make it.
Oh,
You
that's
got
what
your
I was gonna say when I came up here. My
you got your
husband
garlic bread.
failed desperately at the smoking of the meats today. He brined a pheasant in milk overnight and then was supposed to smoke it, burned it up real quick, and then we had beef
Nope.
jerky marinating, and normally he smokes it like a normal smoke to jerky. That's
Oh,
hard as a rock. And then on a separate grill, because we have
did
5 grills, I think, he had a pork loin, and that turned out perfect, but I don't eat pork loin, so
uh,
I had short ribs in the Instapot.
you said he was smoking and maybe he wasn't using the right rolling paper, or
Apparatus, yeah, I mean,
maybe his pipe wouldn't smoke. You know, he's trying to
ice,
smoke it. Maybe he's trying to cut down on the nicotine.
too
Hey,
much ice in the water, you know.
you fixing to get paused, Randall? I done got
she ain't.
paused.
She
I
still
done
ain't.
got paused.
Hey, she still ain't caught on, has she?
You didn't
Mm.
catch on to my comment, ice in the water?
I don't get it. Is that a code for? Is that a code for shut up?
Like putting snow in it for 'em outside to make it cold?
I was making
Okay.
a pun at you, but you wasn't catching it.
You're talking about rolling it in papers, and I'm talking about a water
I'm talking
vessel.
about smoking meat. What was he
I'm
trying to
lost.
do? He wasn't using the right pipe.
So obviously the temperature was too high is the end of that story.
Sometimes that'll happen with pipes.
This one says roasted red pepper spread. So you roast your red bell peppers and your Roma tomatoes and garlic and onion with basil and sugar and salt and vinegar. But I'm not sure how I would use that.
Interesting, but
Where'd Barry go?
interesting but unusual at the same time.
I could see something like garlic jelly being used as a base, to
It could,
get
yeah.
something going.
Mhm. That'd be what I would use it for anyway. Other than that, I like garlic on stuff. People don't like me when they're around me after I eat it, but hi, how are you doing? Hi. What's Mary doing?
The short ribs turned out good. The
Well,
beef
I've
short
seen
ribs.
people. I've never ate it, but I've seen people baste their like if they're grilling out, they'll take garlic and make a liquid out of it and baste their meats with it.
Biscuits.
Oh, I've never ate it, but I could see well that would be maybe good.
Robin, I have made pepper jelly. Like that was one of the things I did. I did a green one and a red one my first year learning stuff. And I not because I liked to make Christmas gifts with the garden. That was a live stream that I did.
Yeah.
when I was learning how to do this, so it's not very good, okay? But
Oh, careful.
yeah, the garlic jelly. I'd never come across that before.
No, I haven't either, but I
Hmm.
might try it. Question is, could you make garlic toast with it?
I think so.
Oh, God. Uh-oh, what in the world is that?
I heard a funny tone.
Yeah.
Oop.
Does that sound like somebody? It's not me.
My phone is in the other room.
It sounds like
Is the ship landing?
it sounds like a StreamYard thing
Mm.
or a messenger thing.
A notification
Oh,
in general?
yeah. It sounds like no, I don't have my phone in here.
Okay,
It's
yeah, I
on my
don't either.
computer, messenger on computer.
Well, when you say crispy hot garlic, I guess I'm not sure what you mean, Carol.
Well,
Crispy hot garlic?
I'm intrigued though.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Crispy is what's throwing me off. What?
What in the crap?
What kicked the cat out of the room?
What are
Yeah,
y'all doing?
I absolutely love Grippo's potato chips.
Hmm.
And they've got
Oops.
these cheese things. They're a lot like Cheetos, but they're made with the same sauce that they put on their chips. Oh man, they're addictive stuff. Therefore, I don't buy them very often because they're like $4 a freaking bag.
Oh, I
Can't
can't
do
see
it.
how anybody would eat a duck. I've never ate any, but people have told me it's nasty.
I've had duck before.
They say it's a greasy and
It's dark meat, yeah. The chili crisp, it looks like garlic chili oil. Carol, is that what you're talking about?
I would probably eat it if whoever baked it would cut it off the bone and just had it in a plate and had it there in front on the table. Oh, meat! That's what I eat, you know. And if they never told me, or if they did tell me, you know, I don't know. It just ducks. Uh, I've never ate any.
I know why Olmstead's being quiet.
Sorry.
He doesn't want those UFOs to triangulate on him.
Well, I think it's too late for that. I think they already have, and they're probably he's probably getting probed right along about now, and
Yeah,
that's why he's muted.
yeah. It's probably best. Nobody wants to hear.
Well, yeah, I understand that, and that's mighty neighborly of him to do that. Um, he had enough strength to reach over and hit the mute button, so we wouldn't hear his screams.
I'm paused right now. Okay.
Oh, there he is.
I'm paused and I can't. I got to be nice to somebody on their special day, one day a year, that I'm going to be nice to them. So I paused all of that kind of activity. I'm just sitting over here, being nice and taking down this alien attack force that's upon us. Down to one ship now.
Oh Lord,
One last ship is all that remains, and that's it.
Do they not understand? They see their other neighbors getting destroyed, and they just sit there and keep going.
They ain't learning.
They're not the smartest aliens in the world, are they?
How in the heck do y'all do this thing on the screen and know which side is left and right?
You don't.
Lord.
You just guess at it.
Just go back further, and then you're just always in shot.
You just guess at it and hope it turns out.
I always see that struggle on the screen. It's like, am I pointing to the left or the right? I'm like, yeah, it's got to be difficult, and so it is. You know what else is difficult? Talking when you got a mouthful of peanut butter.
A mouthful of
Yeah.
alien.
Yeah.
That's that alien meat you're eating. Ain't peanut butter.
That's that Paul's butter right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I started out watching Barry's show on the TV, sitting there in the chair and dozed off. Woke back up, there's Shawnee. Dozed back off again. And woke back up. I said, golly, Homestead Coerce is in there.
Mm.
I ain't going back to sleep no more, because if I do, there's no telling who'll be up there when I wake back up.
You know, it's a little bit.
It's like a nightmare. Every time you wake up, there's something different. You know.
It's a little bit troubling that you wouldn't come up here. What just because Shawnee was up here, but when you saw me up here, you
Well, it
was
wasn't
troubling.
exactly
Randall.
that. It just happened to be that way. I was trying to avoid and doze off. And
Did you see my cucumber, Randall?
No.
Hmm.
I may be in my dream. I probably did see it, but
It was hiding, and look at it. It's massive.
oh my god! Oh my god!
There's a like the plastic grocery bags you get at the store. I filled one with cucumbers today that I didn't know were in there.
Wow.
The abundance.
No.
Hey, dark.
Are your tomato plants tore out, or are they still pumping out tomatoes, Randall?
They got a few tomatoes on there. Yeah.
They do. Okay.
Give me some water. Make yourself.
Won't be long. They're still producing green
Sure.
too. So.
Dark paw. Can you give me some water?
I'll say I probably got another month, maybe.
Oh, good. Okay.
Maybe. Depends.
I'll go back to that garlic jelly.
I still got 3 watermelons left in the patch.
No way.
And
3?
I picked one zucchini yesterday. And that's the end of them. There won't be any more of them. And no more cucumbers. No more squash. They're done.
I picked up a yellow watermelon from a local farmer. And a black diamond.
I got 3 coming on.
And then I did pick one from the garden, but I left it on the table there, and I have to go tomorrow and taste test it.
I already harvested 2 of them.
Yeah.
They're the round type. They're round, but
okay.
They get the 2 I harvested almost as big as a basketball.
Yep.
Maybe a soccer ball.
Yeah, I think I asked you. You didn't know what you planted though.
No, I can't remember the name of them. I did know. I can't remember the name of them. I just call them round watermelons. I don't know the technical name of them, but they got the green. They don't have much stripes on them per se. They're just like solid green.
Yeah.
And
I could show you my black diamond. It probably looks like what you're describing. Let me go get it.
Pretty soon, the man in black will be knocking on Robert's door.
Oh yeah, this is my time. They're gonna be. He got some explaining to do.
Yeah.
And I hope he got the right answers, because they're gonna be wanting answers. And destroying an alien armada single-handedly. And they're going to ask him, how you done it? And I'll show you.
Well, they're gone now. They're gone. They all ran off.
He done wiped them out.
Yeah, I ain't seen no black helicopters over here yet.
They might not bother you. Show me the watermelon.
Look, she's got her hand on it.
Oh golly,
So is it this shape?
it's about like that, and only it's a little rounder.
Okay. Yeah, this is a black diamond. This isn't the yellow one.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah. Has that spot on it.
Like a big old piece of jade.
They're pretty good. What I've ate, I ate that first one. I ate it. It's pretty good watermelon. And all kinds of seeds though.
Now, I eat watermelon, but I ain't in a long time. And that's watermelon's green, right?
Yeah, the rind.
Oh yeah, but it's still green. It counts. It's technically that. I mean, that counts.
You could pickle the rind and eat it too, so you would be eating green.
I like pickles. Yeah, pickles is good. Yeah. I'm one of those super tasters for chlorophyll. You know, that chlorophyll just makes me want to just puke it all up. I get homicidal over chlorophyll taste. I can't stand that. I can't stand it. You know, I wish I liked it. I would have a mostly vegan diet over here, except for some tasty animals every once in a while. But I'd be eating a lot of vegetables like that. But I can't. You know, I've thought about blending them, making some smoothies, you know, with it, and then being prepared a few hours later when that sucker, you know, gets ready to clear my body. You know, oh, that's kind of a scary thought. You know, eating a lot of liquid vegetables like that. But thought about it. But I hate chlorophyll. I absolutely hate it.
That is absolutely delicious looking right there.
Is this Prepared Thriving Wellness Family? Is this the moon and stars that you're talking about? Is the question?
Is that your picture, Shawnee?
No, it's this person was asking about moon and stars watermelon. And so I looked up moon and stars watermelon, and apparently that's what it looks like.
Hmm.
I was trying to figure out why it was named that, you know?
It's very pretty.
Never heard of it.
Here's some back when I was a boy from an older guy, right? Back when I was a boy, I could remember us having family reunions, and whether or not the place that we picked to have them had a lake or a river that we could put the watermelons into to keep them cool was a deciding factor of where we would go, you know. And if somebody suggests, well, let's go over here. No, you can't get to no water right there. It's too far over to the lake. The other place you can get right down there and these watermelons right in it. And I remember those conversations. And then you and all us kids would be sitting around just like, oh, hey, is it time to eat watermelon? No, y'all just wait, man. We'd be looking at those watermelons so much, and they'd be down there, you know, float. We had them tied off, you know, in a bag, in an onion bag or something like that, in the lake. They were down there getting cold, you know, good and cold. And when it was finally time, you know, I don't know who had more fun, us kids running around with a watermelon or the yellow jackets chasing us. You know, it was that watermelon was some good stuff. Used to eat a lot of it. That was that was that was some good stuff. Of course, chess pie and homemade pecan pies and all the pies and cakes and everything that people would bring. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that sweated chicken. You know, that chicken that you supposedly fry in a black iron skillet. You know, slowly. Oh, I miss them old days. Right? Yeah.
So, what's your next marinade seasoning blend you want to try for your grilled chicken, Homestead Aquarius?
Oh. Oh. Shawnee, I don't know. I'm just over here doing guy cooking, and just coming
What
up with what
using what you have? Yeah.
I'm going to do something with peaches though. I want to do something with some peach and some chicken, and that was kind of a secret, but that is, I'm going to do something with some peaches. And okay, the garlic jelly though thing, the more I think about it, and I don't know, I guess it's got little bits of it in there, and you can make it however you want to. But imagine that being spread on a chicken that you're roasting or slow cooking on the grill, or chicken parts or whatever on the grill, and it's got garlic, and it's got the garlic, and it's got pepper and whatever kind of seasonings you want on it, and that garlic um, jelly just holding in that's that all that other flavor. That's some butter. Oh my God, that sounds good, y'all. Garlic,
She is.
butter, chicken.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was in the tip. It was like use it on chicken.
mm. Now,
Hmm.
see, I maybe I got some sense. Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you what. Okay, here's something. You want something? You want me to talk? All right, give me a chance to talk. You want that? All right, here you go. I got something. I'm fixing to cook some stuff that I love, and I am going to show you. I'm going to show everybody a special sauce that I created back when I was a young boy. I don't know, 8, 10 years old, something like that. It's real simple. And I've been wanting this for so long. Okay. And when you see it, some people be like, ew. And then some people be like, oh my God, honey, we're going to make that. It's going to be one of those things. If you like this one particular ingredient and this stuff that I'm going to make, you'll probably love this. And then I'm going to get dangerous. I'm going to get weird. Okay. I've got an idea for something, and I'm going to test a small batch of that and see how it goes. And it's making me hungry just thinking about this new thing I don't want to do. But it's going to have people having like a ick factor. They're going to be like, "Oh, I wouldn't do that." And some of them will, and they'll be going like, "Well, damn, that's pretty damn good right there,"
Hmm.
you know. And it's another way to fix chicken. Okay, going to be another way to fix chicken if I can, if it works out. Okay, I got high hopes for this stuff because I like all the other ingredients involved in it. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But prepare to see something you ain't never seen before if I put this out. Okay. That's all I got right there. And got the fire pit stuff that Barry was talking about earlier. Um, he's going to be working on him a fire pit. I'm going to be working on me a new one. Um, I've got one that I got to put some elbow grease into and some work hours and see how that goes. It's going to be gorgeous when I get done with it. I hope. I do get excited, and I can once I
Yeah,
start talking. God Almighty!
Robert gets excited. He gets all when he gets an idea, he wants to share it. That's good.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm really pretty reserved a lot of times. Most of the time, if you can believe that, and just very very shy and reserved.
Oh,
Most
I
of
wouldn't have believed it. Would you?
the time, yeah, I am pretty much. But
Oh,
and I can let my mouth run too much when I get on.
no, you're
Like I'm talking to people, you know. But yeah, got some fun stuff coming up. But I a lot of times when you're just a dot on the screen, you don't get it's a little harder for you. If I was out there showing my face and everything and didn't mind that, it'd be easier. You know, that looks cool. That looks like some South Florida action right there.
It is. Um, get back to the message here. Yeah, these are from the mango stand that she picked up today. There's one more. I hate that it only lets you do one at a time.
A good friend would send those out to their friends all across the, you know.
You figure that when you
Good friend would.
instead of just one person.
Yeah, they'd you know, send stuff like that out next day air to their good friends.
Well, yeah.
There's the other batch. You're welcome, Carol. I can't say that they look delicious because the magic's on the inside, much like watermelon. Yeah, South Florida Sunshine sent those. Robin said next day air is like $65.
Hey, Robin, I'm such a good friend. If I had mangoes like that just growing, I would send them out to all my friends here in America. If I had mangoes at next day air, I would do that because I'm a nice person. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I knew you wouldn't.
Oh,
I
she's
knew you
already
wouldn't waste
ate 'em.
any time trying those mangoes. She's the mango mama.
Well, scratch
So
that.
jealous. Like
Scratch that.
South Florida sunshine down there with all that tropical fruit. Oh,
I thought beans were the tropical fruit.
beans. Now I went out yesterday and visited one of my pawpaw patches. I've got a few different ones scattered around, and I went checked on them. There's no pawpaws on them. They either have already ripened and fallen off, or the storms. A lot of times, storms take the blossoms off of pawpaw, and you don't get any fruit. And then, if not, if they produce fruit, here comes another storm to knock off the fruit. You know, but when pawpaws get ripe, they get taken by the animals very fast. But anyhow, I found trees, but no pawpaws growing at one of the spots, and thinking about I might go to some others, but it may be a little late. I'm thinking I'm a little bit late, like maybe a few weeks, just a couple of weeks, maybe too late to get them. But I don't know. The reason I'm mentioning that is pawpaws are a tropical fruit, and it is the United States. It's our, I think, only native tropical fruit. But I could be wrong about that. But that's what memory is telling me. It grows all the way up to Canada. Okay.
Imagine that.
A tropical fruit that grows all the way up to Canada. It's an amazing. It's one of my favorite plants, and it's our largest fruit here in America. They typically go from about a pound to a pound and a half. So when you've got pawpaw trees, you've really got a good thing going if you can, get the timing right and everything. But they don't save well. but it's some great fresh eating and good freezing material, for later. It's wonderful taste. Anyhow, I've learned a lot about pawpaws over the years.
And Mama too.
And Mama, yeah. You gotta watch both of them, because if you mess, I'm supposed to be nice. I'm gonna be nice. I've got to pause. Randall. But yeah, I grew out 60 one year, 60 pawpaws. I started out with seeds from Kentucky State University, and then some that I had gathered in the wild from Tennessee, and some that were given to me by one of the leading pawpaw experts in the world, up in Decatur, Alabama. Had a variety of seeds and grew them all out and into trees, and gave away most of them, and then wound up losing all of the ones that I had left. It was too tragic. Once they got flooded, and I was working an extremely busy schedule back then, and I didn't realize that the protection that I gave them from the storms and everything had broken loose, and they got flooded. And I was like, well, they made it. Some of the stragglers, I did have some that made it through my neglectful care. And then a month later or so, I let them dry out too much, so I lost a bunch. I had like 3 or 4 that I managed to keep for 2 or 3 years, even overwintering them inside the house, and anyhow, they finally just kind of, I finally ended them all, I guess, but it started out great. 60 pawpaw trees. It was good stuff. Robin, I am 5 pounds. I'm not sure about 5 pounds. They may. I know that the typical pawpaw is about a pound to a pound and a half when you find them on a tree. Okay. But could they get to 5 pounds? They might. They might be able to go to 5 pounds, especially with some of the new varieties.
So Homestead Aquarius, she's in zone 5B, which is, winter's a -30 land.
Yeah.
And we've been told we can grow pawpaws, but we're trying to figure out, do we need 2 different ones?
Yeah, I see
Being
that.
fruit.
And I am not sure. Okay.
I think we do, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know that pawpaw trees will produce they produce from seeds, of course, and raccoons and deer and possums are wonderful at spreading them out. And I think that they spread by rhizome, by roots. I think they do that as well. I forget. Pollination, I'm not sure if you've got to have two different ones or not. Okay.
Do you remember the website we talked about that one night? Pretty sure it was you.
No,
They
I don't.
mail people free pawpaws, and you told me about it. And they
They
still
mail
do it.
they mail people free pawpaw trees or seeds.
I bet it was seeds, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now, Kentucky State University used to have like a lottery system or whatever. The first however many people contacted them, they would send you out free seeds. Okay. And I got a batch of those before. And they still have them. And if you have to pay just a little bit of money, there's no big deal in that, They do a lot of great research on there on pawpaw trees. And okay, as far as the growing, hold on, got a spider causing me some distraction here. As far as growing zone, you just have to research, but they do grow all the way up into the very very edge of Canada. That's
Mhm.
where their range is.
Yeah, it
If
can grow
it's-
in Ontario.
yeah. Now, and here's the thing. If you give it extra protection and work that zone hard, you can change your zone by 1 or 2 or whatever
Oh,
to
here's
make them
this
happy.
Pawpaw with seed request form. Oh, they reached the giveaway max this season.
Mm. Great program. Just get with them. And it, like I said, if you have to buy some, it's a good cause. If you've got to spend some money,
So let's do growing information, and I can put it in the chat for Robin to read. Copy.
we got some folks that just got in here. We got the Shells Chronicle,
Yep.
and we've got Ann's Place coming in.
Anne, you're awake. Good morning.
I think Ann used the most gas money to get here.
Oh, definitely. She did.
Yeah.
Hey.
But
Yeah, Shell was live earlier, I heard. Oh, there, the cat. Okay.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I've subscribed to Shell, but I haven't really been over there to see what she's doing. I'm gonna need to check her out.
Crafting, maybe? Let's see here.
Doing crafting.
Go to channel.
Show me about some Shell Chronicles. Inform me.
Carol, I want it to happen quick. So I want, like, give me a 4-foot started tree. Let's go, you know? I don't want no seed.
You can get pawpaw trees, and you can get cultivated varieties that taste even better than the wild varieties.
And then, yeah, I need to look at my Minnesota State and see what they recommend. Because
Yeah.
not all stuff is recommended. So the Shell Chronicles, I sew, quilt, crochet, knit, and craft. Chit chat. Something about happy birthday, Megs. And then I don't know what VEDA means. That was the live stream. Shell, what does that mean?
Pawpaws can be difficult. You gotta. It's almost, well, the wild ones are of course wild, and they like to
Here
do
we
their
go.
thing.
It's a friend in Ireland. Had a birthday. Here it goes. I do crochet and knit and quilt, but have been leaning more towards talk show lately. Oh, video every day in August? That's what it sounds for. VEDA. I had never heard of that before. Okay, thank you.
The pawpaw trees that I gave away, I don't think that the people I gave them to, anybody that got them, I don't think that they um, kept them alive. I don't think that they made it.
It's such a risk when you gift a thing like that to people.
Yeah, but
As
it's a good thing.
passionate grower, because it could work out and it might not.
It's a good thing, but I mean, I told them what to do, and they still didn't listen. Pawpaw trees are, we almost made them extinct long time ago. The pawpaw trees, they grow on the eastern seaboard, and at one time they covered the eastern United States in many places. Huge. The Native Americans had huge farms of them. It was very giving food for them, and they kept Sacagawea actually kept Lewis and Clark fed and not starving on a diet that included a lot of pawpaws. Okay, that's just a little history in there.
I love the history. I'm going to pause for a second and say, enjoy your taco shell. Rest. Do what you need to do. Good to see you.
Good seeing you, Shell.
Remember to smile today. Okay, yes. Back to the history lesson over here.
I want to answer Carol's comment.
Okay. What do we got?
Pawpaws are tricky. I know my papa, he was really tricky about things.
That's
He
Okay, I
so
always
get it. Oh, that took.
as a kid, he would always trick me.
I got
But,
it.
that's because Mama was drunk some of the time, and sometimes Papa was too. See,
I had to
tricky,
put
tricky.
my little pun in there. So that's it. That's all you getting.
Okay.
Yeah, pause. Yeah, that's all. It's just people should be if they want to, they can look it all up. You know, but when we cleared off so much of the landscape for lumber, we cleared so many trees in our early days of expansion to make houses and fuel and charcoal and everything that we use the lumber for, the wood, the trees for. We also killed off the pawpaw tree um, um, environment because they're an understory tree, and
I just read that when you said that. That means I'm in the right place at the right time.
yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
UV light destroys it. UV light kills a young pawpaw tree, and they have to grow larger as a fun. It's a weird thing. The sunlight will kill a young pawpaw tree, but later as they mature, they have to have it to produce fruit.
Wow,
And
that's weird.
it's a freaky thing. The ones that I gave to people, they planted them out in the sun. I said, no, you don't. You need to put them inside the woods. Okay, that's where they go. They need shade. It's going to die.
Yeah, the
But
first 2 years.
yeah, they need that. And then it's a struggle. They struggle to get to the light. They try to race up to the sun through the rest of the tree, so they will grow tall, very tall. Um, what else? But anyhow, with having no shade to cover the young ones, it killed most of the pawpaw trees. So now they survive where they can. There's still lots of woods out there for them, but it's nothing like what they used to have. You know what I'm saying? Um, but they're still out there. I checked on my little patch on one of my little patches yesterday, and like I said, no pawpaws, but lots of little trees, some dwarf pawpaws and some large ones. You know, but it's pretty cool since it's our only native. You might check my facts on that, but I think it is America's or United States only native tropical fruit. You know, they um, they were originally designed to be pollinated by carrion flies because they are so old they predate regular pollinators. So their flower tastes like or smells like rotten meat to attract carrion flies. And what's that last thing? That one more thing, and I was going to shut up. Carrion flies and yeah. The megafauna. They really counted. One of their best times on this earth was when we had the giant sloths and even some of the dinosaurs. I would imagine.
Wait. You said giant sloth.
Yeah, giant sloths,
My son would love to see a giant sloth. He loves
mastodons.
sloths. That's his
You know,
animal.
they needed things that went through the forest and destroyed trees. It's like, hey, there's a tree in my way, the tree's coming down. There's fruit on top of the tree. I'm going to pull it down and eat it. So pawpaw trees counted on animals that would go into the forest, get hungry, tear stuff up, and open up new sun to shine down to the floor. So it's I haven't learned all that stuff. It's just neat what it ties into, and really the story behind all foods that we eat, all plants. They have an amazing story in history, and the the humans, the human interaction and what we've done, like corn, started out as grass, just simple grass that had a little bit bigger seed head, right? And we liked it, and we kept growing it and tweaking it until it became the corn that we've got today, even the really tasty peaches and cream corn you were talking about yesterday. That's some good stuff. Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to take a hard pause now, and I'm going to get off of this thing. And y'all be good. There's no danger of any UFOs anymore. I have saved us all.
That's a relief.
Yes, we won't be troubled.
That's very good.
Barry,
You.
thank you for having me up at risk of your own channel being taken down.
No, I'm not
Shawnee,
worried about that.
the beautiful, lovely, and astute, and always right there, Shawnee. Nice to see you, Randall, brother.
Yep. See there.
Stay paused. Stay paused. Okay.
That's right. I do. Try to.
All right, y'all be good.
I take care of
Thank you for saving us from the aliens. I was concerned they would be super crazy with the full moon.
That is a relief. He took care of it though, but
There's a bunch of pawpaw pie, pawpaw custard, pawpaw cookies, cake. Because I was wondering if there's ways to use it other than eating it raw. Not like I'm gonna have bushels of pawpaws, but research. Oh, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Pawpaw ice cream. Hmm.
Huh. Well, I can honestly say I've never had a pawpaw, so.
Oh wow, there's even a pawpaw jam. Yeah, no, me either. Never had it. Jello. Punch. Yeah, I mean, you could clip out that whole section of Robert talking about pawpaws, and it's its own video with the amount of stuff he
Yeah,
said.
absolutely.
By the way.
Huh?
By the way.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought you said you wanted Barry to cut him out of the video. I said, what?
Make him his own video.
You wanted, but I could
easily cut that out and send it to him.
He could put it on his channel if he wanted to.
These live streams can be downloaded just like all your other content.
He's not very tech savvy though, is he? You'd have to send it to him ready to just
Right. Yeah.
upload.
Well, I've got a Dropbox, so it's not a big deal. You can get the file from there.
he's gonna make us. He's gonna make us wait for the book.
Make us wait for it. Well, I was kind of hoping, if you wrote a book, you'd at least send us a copy. It doesn't have to have too many pictures. Well,
If it's got plenty of pictures, I'll look at it. But if it ain't, then I'm not gonna waste my time.
yeah, I was just about to say I can't speak for everybody, but
as interesting as it is, I gotta have pictures to go along with them words.
Carol says Robert is more tech savvy than she is.
Take your word for it.
No,
So we're talking about tech.
Yeah.
The sweetheart, please just sit. You can sit next to me, or just go ahead and get on my lap, I guess, or my belly or whatever. My drone app closed itself mid-flight. That's a scary situation because you don't know what the drone's going to do.
Right.
And then I remembered that if it loses contact with the app, it will return itself home, which it was like 300 feet above me, right above me. So he didn't have very far to go. Like that. Isn't that just so pitiful? All right.
Good night, Robin.
Good night, Robin. Thanks for joining us.
She's gonna have a video coming out on Tuesday, so make sure you're subscribed.
Nice. And I am. Well, there's no mention of a problem with the app. They're not asking me to update, so I don't know. I don't know what caused it to shut down like it did, but it reopened on its own. So I don't know.
So your phone didn't get hot in this.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's one thing I can say about Androids. It takes a lot to make them overheat.
I thought mine was gonna give me a warning the other day because it was hot.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was in the sun when I was in the patch, and it didn't give me the warning.
I mean, the app did say that it wasn't good, that it was too warm to be flying, and I ignored it. So, if I lost the drone, that would have been on me, wouldn't it?
Very. Janet.
It's alien.
Yeah.
Probably. I shot. It just breaks my heart because
By Ann.
something flew over my house here a few days back,
Mm-hmm.
and the only thing I couldn't use the phone camera, and I couldn't run into the house because the drone was already in the sky, and this thing wasn't going to stick around very long. Near as I could describe it as, it's like if you took a passenger jet and cut its wings off. It would just been the fuselage, the round section of the thing.
Yeah.
And when I shot it with the camera on the drone, it was zoomed. It only does like 4 times zoom. It just looked like a silver dot floating through the sky. And I said, damn, that what I wouldn't give for the high tech editing software where, it's got its own computer and everything. Zoom in on that thing, would have been able to maybe figure out, it looked so much bigger to my eyes, but to the drone camera, it was just like a little silver little speck just float through the sky. So that's figures.
Yeah, Carol, it could be them alien probes. Barry might be affected by one.
Like around a cylindrical, it's a probe. I should have had this camera running, which I probably should start doing. Because all the weird stuff happens when I'm not prepared.
Very weird stuff.
Alien probes.
Very weird stuff. When Barry don't show up for about a month or two and nobody can get hold of him, we know what happened. Well, we can assume what happened. We can use our imagination, and then we can form a conclusion based on that. With some people, that could be very weird, but then again, with some people, it could be interesting. And Barry, and we may even put a few videos out on YouTube discussing it. And Barry he'll finally make it back to Earth, and he'll go,
Yes.
what?
that headset looks like it just squeezes your skull.
It's a new one.
Oh, is it?
This is the new one. That's why I haven't been kicked out. That old one kept cutting out my sound, but it must have been broken because it's killing my ears the last 2 times I've worn it. So I'll just break it in with all my live streams.
And Barry will get back, he'll see all these videos that people have made about his disappearance. I just went to the bathroom. That's what
That's
a
awesome, buddy.
But dead air. We can't have dead air. Somebody got to say something.
I worked on a project while we were live, and I got that done. Multitasking over here.
Yeah, I've just been going through my channel, working on my channel, going through retweaking all my videos.
Okay.
Golly, that's so long.
Tedious. It's tedious.
I'm on my short page
Excuse
now.
me.
And I think I got 2 more pages to do. Oh my God.
I'll probably go ahead.
I said at some point, I'm wondering if it's even worth it. I just done it because I was bored.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was doing it for. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, just ain't got around to it. No, that's all I've been doing as far as YouTubing.
I have 2 live streams planned if I can get the time this week. So that's my goal. My goal is like maybe 3 this week too, actually, because I'm in a race. So we'll see what day. Depends on the work schedule,
At some point, I'll probably, maybe after I get all this tweaking done, I may upload all my videos I got on my camcorder and get them ready to fix up for YouTube. And then, of course, I got a bunch of other stuff I got to do, put up here. But
guess what color Play-Doh I made today?
pink.
Purple.
I did make pink. My daughter chose pink.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's right here.
That's the first thing that popped in my mind. Pink.
So that's what I get for choosing one of my favorite colors.
Well, purple is...
It just the first thing that popped in my mind.
Pink and purple she likes, yeah. But I said, I'm only making one color.
You stuck to your guns, didn't you?
Yeah, and I made a double batch, and it wasn't enough Play-Doh for everybody. There's a bunch of fighting.
It's never enough.
No, it's never enough. Because once they create something, they don't want to like smash it and take it apart to make something else. They want to just keep creating and keep it piled up. And it's like, I don't... It took 2 cups of flour just to make that, and flour is also food, so...
Right, yeah.
Like, sorry, guys.
Yeah. I know. I went through that whole slime thing with my girls.
Oh, I don't want to talk about slime.
Yeah. I found 2 containers of it up at the other place, and it's separated.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's going to be poured out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the container's still good, but the slime is no longer slime.
I can imagine how it stunk.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Kind of reminded me of Hot Shot bug spray,
Yeah.
Not quite Raid, but more like the Hot Shot one that takes your breath away.
You might have created some kind of secret weapon there.
Biochemical?
You could have packaged that and save it.
See if it is flammable.
Just poured around all that junk up there on top of the hill.
That's what I mean.
Leave-
Let's
and
do a little
leave it.
experiment.
Leave it and see what happens.
And Donnie, the EPA stopped by. They said you got some chemicals up there. They're interested in, how that you come about getting all those chemicals. Why'd you dump them? Why did you dump them all over this garbage?
We've been playing with, I think it's called Puffle. And I really quickly regretted allowing them to play with it in the house. It's one of those things. So we'll see how much longer they have access to it in the house. It was something we bought for when we went vanning. It was something they could play with at the campsite. That was really cool and new and fun and fascinating, and it kept them busy. So we'll see. We have 9 watching, and there's no chat moving.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Let's refresh.
I'm going to call it here in a few minutes, so.
They
Okay.
probably went to sleep.
Duncan's going to bed. Good night.
That's pretty funny, though. I was sitting there watching Barry on the TV in the living room and sit there and evidently I went to sleep, dozed off, woke up, and there's Shawnee. Said, what the crap? And I sat there and dove back off again and woke back up. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I had one of them sugar sleeps, I ate a little bit of supper there and then got that sugar, going.
Okay, so does everyone have that? Or does only people that are diabetic have that?
I would say it's just prone to diabetic people or pre-diabetic.
That raises some concerns with a family member then.
If they're doing it, they probably either pre-diabetic or already diabetic.
And I think if I remember right, the only way to find out if you're diabetic is if you have a blood test at the doctor. You can't just buy the kit at home and check your insulin levels.
No, you gotta go to the doctor and let them check it. They gotta run tests.
They won't go to the doctor.
No,
is there a kit I can get?
If they got symptoms like that, if they go to sleep or get real sleepy after eating,
yeah, that's what's happening.
It's diabetic issue going on.
Okay, let me go grab this to show Carol. Oops, I was gonna push the wrong buttons.
That's pretty much what I think. All I ate was some pintos. So I ate, even though I ate 3 bowls, but still, yeah, they were small bowls. Beans.
It's like.
Ooh, what is that?
Probably plastic. I don't know how to.
Huh?
See how it moves?
Oh yeah, it's cool. Looks like it's alive. Looks like maggots. You could actually make you can make a cool Halloween thing out like it with that. You could make them a color like maggots and be like in a bowl.
Can you imagine
and put candy in there?
Imagine this all over my living room floor. Okay.
No. But can you imagine dumping that, like 100 tons of that, dumping it out of an elevated container onto the ground? Like, oh my God, that would be so freaking cool.
Like it literally looks like it's crawling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was seeing.
Yeah, this is probably all particles of plastic that I let my kids play with,
But you take that and put the can for Halloween. If that's what you wanted to do, put candy in there and make them have to dip their hand down there to get it. Make it look like, make that stuff the same color as maggots.
Yeah.
They have to dip their hand down there and get their candy and all that. So, ooh, have it at the door, Trick or treat. Okay, here you go.
No,
Take
Carol. It's not like water beads.
Have a
you guys seen kinetic sand?
have a plastic dead hand in there, whatever.
Egg sand's kind of cool.
I like Cannot have that too. Yeah. That's also a thing that we shouldn't have in the house, but we do.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Well,
fun.
Pre-pregnant. How,
Yeah.
what's
Pre-diabetic isn't.
well, I don't know
It
whether
is. This is the comment.
Just
I don't know.
gestational diabetes. Isn't that
I
what
don't
it
know
is?
what I've always heard that the doctors call it pre-diabetes.
If it's
That's
such a
all I
thing,
know.
why can't there be a home kit test that I can buy to test the person? Why do
I
they
think
have to go to a lab? And why can't I have access to a lab more readily available? Okay, done with my
if it's a
soapbox.
certain
Yes.
level over a certain length of time, they check. You might have to check it 2 or 3 times at the
This person
doctor,
also doesn't like green food, so
and that's how they determine whether you possibly might have pre-diabetes. You got to go like 2, 3, 4 times. Them check it each time and see if there's a rise or
this
drops.
person is not okay with going to any medical facility whatsoever.
Well, there's a
cannot.
good chance they probably even got or diabetic
Get them
or
there.
or
But they
close
keep
to it.
asking me, how do I solve this problem? What does this mean? And it's like, not a doctor, okay? Like,
Well, the only thing I could suggest to them is drink more water than anything else, which is hard,
I do shove water down their throat. Yeah.
and cut back on their, you know, stuff, a little bit.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
love meat and carbs
well,
and chocolate
meat's good. I mean,
and
meat's
fruit.
good.
Well, I mean, as a person who has to eat carbs, see one of the symptoms of CPT2, which is what I've got, is hypoglycemic. Um, you know, uh, what do you call it? I've crashed several times over the years, and had to get something quick to eat. But they have tested me for diabetes, over the years because they want to make sure that. I guess they're afraid it's going to cause diabetes. Is I guess where they're going with that. But you can get, if you're a CBT2 patient like myself, then you can have that hypoglycemic feeling hit you out of nowhere because my body doesn't store food.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it?
I don't
Go
know what
ahead,
this means,
Mary.
Carol. Can you describe this better? Because I'm lost. What?
She says you waterboard people you love.
Shawnee
What?
waterboards those she lets me. Oh, I get it, Randall. Okay. I was like, I don't know
You
what you're
torture
saying.
people. How dare you, Shawnee? I
I
didn't know
just
you
say,
let.
did you drink your water yet? Here's a nice cup of water. Drink your water, please. Take a water with you, please. There's a water in your truck. Okay, good. Make sure you drink it. Like it's the same with put your seatbelt on. I'm that person, okay?
God, she
well,
did.
yeah, because you want them to come home in
I'm
one
real
piece.
fun to live with. I tell you what.
I'm gonna say you are.
I
You'd
imagine
be like, oh God.
it comes from the heart, Shawnee.
That's
Obviously,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not what they think. Joe. That's not what they
They
think.
might use a B word to describe the heart. Yeah, I
Well,
know.
that
Oh,
and a few other words, and a few other words.
We have to have small doses of my love.
son of a bitch! First of all, what the hell is your problem? Oh, it does it again.
Well,
Oh,
Have you lost your mind?
what did
yes,
he sniff
yes,
today?
yes.
Yeah, I get it. I got it after Randall read it out loud. I didn't get it as reading it in my head, Sometimes you got to hear it better. Yeah.
I
Okay,
can't
we're
believe
good.
Johnny waterboard people. Yeah.
Oh, don't start
Or
that.
waterboard the cat.
Where is my cat?
That's called a squirt bottle on that.
Yeah,
Break
it's a
up
squirt bottle's all the way over there.
Oh, there you are.
I don't know why they insist on jumping on my laptop. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it's just
Oh, is there a
something.
bug in the keyboard?
No, he just wanted to be
There's no
the
fly.
center of attention.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, you want to be the center of attention? You're just about ready to be the center of attention here in about 5 seconds. As soon as I can get my squirt bottle, you're going to have all the attention you want. And cats are, go figure.
Oh, Tibor, let me guess. Oh, okay, no, never mind. I'm thinking the wrong pastry. I thought you were going towards RC cola and a moon pie, like the song goes.
Well, I deal with it, but I do watch pretty close, but you know, outside of spending all kinds of dead gym money for this and that, at half the time they don't work.
Mhm.
You can't starve
Yeah.
yourself to death. You
Mm-mm.
can't starve yourself. And half these vegetables you get out of the markets, they're not real vegetables. They look real. They look like a real tomato, but when you start slicing it up and eating it,
Oh, Randall, the
it's got
amount
a
of
it's got the half the nutritional value of
the
the real garden tomato.
can't think of the term. The thing they put on the produce to keep it from turning
Well, that's
so
it.
it has a longer
Yeah,
shelf life. First
that's
of
what.
all, how long it's been sitting away from the field. Nutritional value has been lost 80%. I mean,
Well, yeah, you're not getting nothing out of it.
no.
And you'd have to eat a whole truckload to get even half the nutritional value of just one regular garden vegetable. I mean, they push it out there, and of course, people are going to buy it. They got to eat, but you gotta. A diabetic there's all kinds of scams out there, and I will call them scams.
Okay.
But you got to just basically, uh, you got to see what works,
With your body.
and what don't work. Um, it's trial and error. Basically, is what it is. A doctor, these doctors going to push all kinds of stuff. I take metformin and another diabetic pill medicine, which I'm wanting to get off of metformin because I
Okay.
hear so much bad things about it, but they don't want me to be off of it. But
Hmm.
I supplement that with just, doing the best you can. There's no, unless you sit there and just say, I'm just going to eat uh, peanuts the rest of my life. Well, you can't do that. You
Right.
can't just eat one variety of a food. You can't do that.
Correct.
That'll key quicker than the diabetes will.
Absolutely.
I don't see how vegetarians can think they're being healthy because they're not. You gotta have
Depends on
you gotta have real meat somewhere in that diet.
yeah, it just depends on what is in their week. In a week, what's on the list of what they've consumed. What do they do physically in that
Mhm.
week? Definitely.
You see, I've seen people that was really bad, was diabetic like I am, and they sit around the house and they barely will do anything. They get big as a tugboat,
Yeah.
and no wonder. You got to get out there and exercise and move around. That helps more than anything. Walking,
When when we
walking
worked with
helps.
clients that had to have their blood sugar tested at certain times of the day,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what the number was, they needed to get on the treadmill or they needed to go walk around the block.
Homestead said vegetarians are known as prey. Yeah, I've heard them called that before. No, you just got to be active as a diabetic. You cannot sit around the house.
Yeah, and it's like this person never sits down.
Well,
Um, and I'm trying to figure out if it's just they're not getting REM sleep at night and they're falling asleep during the day, or if it's
Well,
literally what is going on with food.
they could be diabetic, and you know sometimes I still I'll get a little sleepy, not very often during the day, but no, that's just the way I do things. I mean, everybody else is different. I understand if you can't get out and be active for some reason. I understand that, but that's my idea of it.
We're down to 6.
Well, I was going to call it 10 minutes ago, but I'm going to call it now.
If I'm going to be, just before you leave, if I'm going to be a doctor, I probably will be a proctologist. I think that's a good one.
Why?
Huh? Why? I don't know. Doctors. Overpaid know-it-alls. And they don't know nothing.
You just had to end on a butt joke, Randall?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I ended Barry's live on a butt joke.
What? The way it ended. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye now. See you now. Bye-bye now.